Welcome back to OtakuDaiKun. Today we're going to finish off the FGO summer event. I actually don't know what happens in the story, so I'll be going in blind with y'all. I haven't done any of this yet. I'm trying something a bit new, namely finally putting on things like compression and limiting on my audio, so hopefully I sound more rich and clear. And when I get really loud, it doesn't peak too badly. So it's like a smaller dynamic range, which will be nicer for especially people listening on headphones. I got a complaint about that from a viewer who was having a hard time watching my live streams, and I don't blame them. I normally always put EQ, limiting, dynamic compression, like all that stuff on my regular videos because I can process that after the fact, but it was just a matter of setting up OBS with the same features. The only thing it doesn't have is EQ, which makes me sad, which usually brings up a little bit of the higher part of my voice, just the happiness about it. Makes me seem a little less of a resting bitch face. Oh yeah, Merlin is the mastermind, so he says. Yeah. How you all doing? For whatever reason, my headphones don't want to work today. Well, fuck you, headphones. Guess I don't get to hear the audio, but you guys do, which is good. And let me know if you need any volume adjustments, things like that. Yes, that's right. Sometimes I'm Mr. Mystery, helping you find your way. Other times I represent Casino Camelot's manager. But my true identity is none other than Merlin, the great mage of flowers. I'm not quite sure how to say this, but yes, I knew all along. Really? I knew as well. Me too, of course. I thought we were all simply pretending not to notice. It's not so much learning, it's just that I didn't put the filters on. I know how important those things are, but I guess I just didn't, I don't know, take full advantage of the features OBS has. No, everyone's saying they did notice he was Merlin. Now I'm remembering the time I thought my drawing style had changed significantly, only to find out no one else could see any difference. Well, now it seems we have at least one young lady with no cutting comment. I like your parka. It looks like a monster with its mouth gaping open. Great, thanks. 0 out of 10. Worst compliment I ever got. Maybe just the worst compliment ever. Now, no need to be bashful. You and I go way back, after all. Don't you remember? It was my idea to surround the city with an ocean. Go on, say it. Say you had no idea Mr. Mystery was actually Merlin all along. I have no idea what you're talking about whatsoever. Never speak again, you're an eyesore. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to deceive you guys. But of course, that's no excuse, so I won't try to excuse what I did. Makes sense, right? I suppose that's one way to put it. So you don't feel any guilt over this. Don't you have a heart? Of course not. I'm just a system who goes around solving problems. All's well that ends well, I always say. So basically... Oh, so yes, basically. Oh, you were learning. Well, yeah. Feel free to ask me questions. Anytime. Anytime. But yeah, sorry. Dynamic compression is a form of limiting where your audio it tries to turn you up in general, so that you sound louder overall, but whenever you do get really loud, it turns you down. So it cuts off the high end, basically. A lot of music these days, as opposed to like orchestral music, but like pop songs and things, will compress the shit out of their audio so that it sounds pretty uniform all throughout. And if you look at the waveform, it'll pretty much be just like one solid chunk. Because everything's like right in your ear at all times, but it's trying not to peak, which is what happens when you go over the 0 decibel threshold and it starts to distort the audio quality. Gray Still Plays is pretty damn funny. His quality depends on the quality of the game he's playing. But yeah, no, I like watching his stuff. Like Happy Wheels and things of that sort. All's well that ends well, I always say. So yes, basically, this was all my doing. I used my impeccable oratory skills to lower Artoria Lancer's guard, added a summer attribute to her spirit origin, then suggested that the Grand Canyon would be a perfect place for her to spend the summer. And as I expected, she did a wonderful job with the place. Just look at how gorgeous this Las Vegas turned out. A dream city pulsing with life and gambling, where swimsuit swordmasters and heroic spirits of all stripes come together to enjoy casinos and 7 duels of sword beauties. Why did you do all that, Merlin? Surely even you wouldn't go so far without some sort of reason. Yes, well, we already knew Sony and Funimation had merged. The new news is that Crunchyroll has finally been acquired by Funimation. So, what the hell happens to Funimation going forward is uncertain. The one benefit is that I've been holding off on purchasing a Funimation subscription, because screw Funimation, but I was affording a Crunchyroll one. So if they merge, that just means no more exclusive content that Funimation is hoarding that my Crunchyroll subscription would not cover. So there's that. So I don't have to go finding other sources to watch specific shows that are only available on Funimation's platform. Yeah, as for any other problems, I don't know. I mean, Funimation seems worse when it comes to the whole censorship stuff. Their Funimation standards of rejecting damn, what's it called? Interspecies reviewers. So we'll have to see. Sony's had the opportunity to censor things for a long time. The biggest scare is how much these companies like Funimation or Crunchyroll or whatever get to actually influence the kind of anime being made. That's the worst. So if Funimation says, you probably shouldn't make that show, it wouldn't go over well in the West, and Japan's like, oh boy, you know? So as long as Japanese creators keep saying, fuck it, we don't cater to the West, the better off we are. What do I think the final boss will look like? I have no clue. Sounds like I might just fight Merlin, but there's gotta be more to it. Tubi for anime. Well, the thing is, a lot of those other services are just in partnership with Funimation and whatnot. Like, what was the other one? It's not Vivo or Verve. Verve. Yeah, Verve is basically just... It's Crunchyroll, but through a different app. It's still Crunchyroll licensed stuff. And as far as the whole Guardian Spice crap everyone's bringing up, like, the one reason that that show sucks is because it's not anime, and people who pay for Crunchyroll don't want to support High Guardian Spice, they want to support anime. So, that always sucks. That's the big problem there. It's not whether or not that show's any good, because I don't plan to watch it. It's not even on my radar. Then again, I guess you've never been one to hold back whenever you decide to do something. Indeed. No matter how much he ought to hold back, he never does. Right, Artoria, you just reminded me of something. Why in the world did you agree to Merlin's unbelievably shady suggestion in the first place? You know, looking back on it now, I'm not entirely sure myself. Goodness knows Merlin's antics have caused me no end of headaches. Like Mordred. Oh. Still, I do remember that the timing worked out well. So as I did need a mecha for which to assemble the swimsuit swordmasters. Hang on, didn't Yagyu say something about that? Yes, he did. As I recall, he said the duels take place in Western North America every year. And recently, what there was that one employee of a Japanese company that announced that we should probably start trying to cater anime toward Western sensibilities, and it got so much backlash that he wound up taking a pay cut or something like that, in apology for making that statement, which, while I think that's kind of harsh, is a good step in the right direction as far as saying, yeah, don't entertain these ideas. And yeah, Japan getting rid of the middleman would be perfect. I want them to get rid of the middleman on Blu-rays, as well as just the whole streaming market. That would be good, so that we can get exactly what Japan has, exactly when they get it, with English subtitles that don't have a bias, necessarily. And when it comes to, like, Blu-ray sales and things, we could actually just buy, you know, the same kind of things that Japan has, but it would have English subs. You know, Aniplex is pretty damn good about that already, although it does come at a high cost, because Aniplex prices are insane. But even then, as much as we complain about Aniplex prices, in Japan it's worse. You have to pay like something like $20 for like 2 fucking episodes of a show or something. Yes, he did. As I recall, he said that the duels take place in Western North America every year. But that doesn't line up with what Merlin told us. Really? Well, can't speak to that. When it comes to swimsuit swordmasters, I barely know anything myself. But I do know that the swimsuit swordmasters needed a place to gather and fight, and that it had to be here. Okay, what the hell even is a swimsuit swordmaster? I'm afraid that's not my place to say. Right, Miss Miyamoto? What are you calling yourself now, Iori? Huh? You know what? I'm impressed. It takes guts to try and get through a situation like this with nothing but a smile. I'm getting a very bad feeling about this, but I'll worry about that later. Hand over the Holy Grail first, and then we'll talk about exactly what's going on here. Yeah, a Holy Grail is like a drop. You can't just leave it lying around. It's a magnet for trouble. I don't have it. Huh? You won't find the Holy Grail on me. All I did was introduce Artoria to this property, and all she did was use her gifts to make a city on it. The Holy Grail that spawned this minute singularity is still buried somewhere underneath all these buildings. Sony is notorious for censoring anime games, yes. They're chasing a lot of their developers over to platforms like the Switch or Steam, and, yeah, so they do that all the time, because Sony is now more of an American company than it is a Japanese one. Their sense of what is right and wrong and what you can and can't put in a game for their standards are Western-based, so you can show all the violence you want, typically, but and you can show sex as long as it's not meant to be arousing. If the characters are uglier or grim and it's meant to be something like The Last of Us 2, you could show as much sex as you want, but you can't show that if it's like a cute anime girl, God forbid. Which is weird, because Japan is actually, generally speaking, more censor-heavy than, even Sony. But they censor different things, and for different reasons. Because there's no reason to censor Japanese games, at least the ones that Japan makes, because they never show full frontal nudity. They're actually quicker to censor things like blood than anyone else. Crazy, crazy, huh? I would have already collected it if I could, but it just wasn't that simple. But I think that lady over there can speak to that more than I can, right, Miss Miyamoto? I was really hoping I could resolve this quietly, but I guess that ship has sailed. No more running or hiding. Now that we've come this far, I'll tell you the truth about everything. Lady Iori. So we're fighting a saber with an unknown guest servant. Okay. We have to have her starting as a starting member. Okie dokie. Chunk. Alright. We'll see how this goes. You know, when it comes to censorship, there's an important thing, and it's that people tend to want to declare things as lewd or indecent. Not because they're, by default, lewd or indecent, but because people seem to express a desire for it. Like, thighs, for instance, are a new fetish that has kind of exploded onto the scene with things like Atelier Ryza and things like that. And now people freak out, like, oh my god, you can see your thighs. And I'm like, I never thought that that was something we were concerned about. Like, since when do we care? But apparently now that people really like thighs, it's become the same kind of thing that they want to censor. So it's usually things we need to censor are the things people most want. And that always frustrates the crap out of me, because I'm just like, you know, that makes no sense. The minute singularity in Western North America. The anomaly in dazzling Las Vegas, where swimsuit swordmasters and heroic spirits alike came together, should have been resolved. With all 7 swimsuit swordmasters, including the Summer Lion King, defeated. The 7 duels of sword beauties should have come to an end. But no, it wasn't over yet. And like, for me, I guess I'm lucky that I just absolutely love midriffs. And for some reason, midriffs aren't as condemned as things like big breasts or cleavage or other random things that are fetishized or whatever. And as a result, you see more of it, at least in fiction, and I'm like, okay, cool. Well, good for me, anyway. There was still a heavenly demon, a fearsome being of disaster and calamity lurking within this land. This heavenly demon was nothing less than the last and strongest swimsuit swordmaster of all. With the Holy Grail embedded within its body, this sword demon aimlessly wandered around the Grand Canyon Ganryu Island. It started when a heroic spirit, a sword fighter, was off on a journey. The thing is, we need to get comfortable being able to find things attractive and wonderful, while at the same time not condemning them as shameful or sinful. Like, we need to stop that. Like, one of the things I've become very much fond of these days is, like, sports bras and sports bikinis, like athletic wear and that kind of thing, and I'm like, yeah, I understand that the people wearing those things aren't wearing them for me, but I'm sure glad they're wearing them, period. And I'm really glad that they seem to like it, I guess, you know? So, that's like a win-win scenario. Or like beach volleyball or something. Usually the outfits in that are very attractive, you know? So, yippee, win for all. But when you start being like, I can't take this sport seriously because the chick's in a bikini or something, or yeah, that's when it starts to become, like, really stupid. Just like, leave it alone. What do you mean it's gross? It started when a heroic spirit, a sword fighter, was off on a journey. A journey that seemed like it had a destination, but actually had nothing of the sort. After the sword fighter had walked for a long, long time, they arrived at the Grand Canyon, the center of what's now dazzling Las Vegas. The sword fighter was completely penniless. There was no magical energy they could use in the barren ground, no food to be found, and no people nearby they could ask for help. They did have some uncooked rice and udon flour they kept for emergencies, but they didn't have a pot to cook them in. But just when they were on the verge of starving to death from a lack of magical energy, by pure sheer coincidence, they happened across something that could help. A Holy Grail. It must have been a place where the land's ley lines and such happened to gather in just the right way. Then, while looking at the Holy Grail, the sword fighter had a thought. When you think about it, what's the difference between a Holy Grail and a pot anyway? Oh god. Did you make your udon in the Grail? Or rice in this case. Don't tell me you used a Holy Grail to cook rice. It turned out incredibly good. Since the rice the sword fighter made with the Holy Grail was the best they'd ever had in their life, and they were so hungry, they decided to try making udon in it next. That's when it happened. A new, completely unprecedented kind of anomaly. What do you mean, how do you catch up to this story? The sword fighter's association with Buddhism, acquired over years of ascetic practice, reacted poorly to the Grail. It separated itself from the sword fighter's spirit origin and manifested independently as a heavenly demon. The sword fighter hurriedly tried to stop it, but it was too late. The heavenly demon had already stolen the sword fighter's skill with the sword. And as a result, she ended up turning into a berserker. Ah, gotcha. It's a tragedy. A loss for what to do next, the girl decided to forget about the heavenly demon and went on her way. But it wasn't long before the guilt of letting this fiend loose on the world, which may well lead to terrible disaster, got to her. So she decided to talk to a shady mage she once happened to run into in a weird underground cavern, and asked him what she could do to clean up her mess. That would be me, in case it wasn't clear. She wasn't my type by any means, but she was serious enough about this to threaten me with her swords. At any rate, I may be heartless, but I'm not an animal, so I told her, "Alright, let's seal away the area where this heavenly demon thing is roaming around. If I'm not mistaken, you've locked down an entire island with the enemy in it before, right? That's the call for this situation, too." Fortunately, I happen to know a king who can do something similar. So I'll see if she can help us. So that is where I come in. Right you are. I led Artoria to the Grand Canyon and convinced her to build a city in the middle of it. A second Las Vegas, identical to the first, save it for being an imitation. So with the heavenly demon sealed away, they then came up with a system to select someone with the potential to defeat this heavenly demon. Okay, so why swimsuit swordmasters? For that, I think you can blame the temperament of the sword fighter who caused all of this. This heavenly demon is picky about her opponents, and won't accept defeat unless it's at the hands of another saber. Ah, now I get it. So, as I am now a ruler, I cannot defeat this heavenly demon myself. And the one who caused this mess cannot clean it up by herself either, now that she is a berserker. Even if she won, the heavenly demon would only absorb her, becoming a demon king with the potential to wreak even more havoc. So she needed someone who could fight in her stead. Right. The sword fighter decided to look for a swimsuit swordmaster who could defeat the heavenly demon Musashi as a saber, and to do whatever she could to help them. Lady Iori, based on everything you told us, it, don't sound like there are too many sword fighters who fit that description. In fact, it kind of sounded to me like you were talking about yourself, Lady Iori. Huh? What is that? This magical energy is practically dripping with bloodlust, Master. What's going on? Where'd all the pretty buildings go? The magical energy textures covering the city just went flying. This must be the land's original. No, that's not it. The heavenly demon is changing this land into what it looked like before the Summerline King made it into dazzling Las Vegas. Master, get back! You be careful too, Mashu. I will. Oh, this is so bad! Impressive. This aura would drive away any ordinary person to madness on the spot. Don't worry, Master. We'll be your shield. Oh, this is going to be a hassle. It's not just magical energy. I don't sense any limit to her animosity, either. What the hell is that? This is just like when I first saw the Summerline King. No, it's even stronger. Iori said this sword fighter lady was looking to raise a saber swimsuit swordmaster who could defeat this heavenly demon thing, right? And she had to be talking about me, right? I never sensed such a vengeful spirit bearing so much hatred as this heavenly demon thing before. Am I really supposed to fight it, let alone win? How can I possibly? Yeah, but she's wearing her swimsuit still. There she is. Ah! She's here, she's here, she's here, she's here! That dark figure, she's about as big as any other woman, but I can sense the danger radiating off her. She's leagues beyond even the strongest swimsuit swordmaster. The grace of a swimsuit don't really matter here. She's a real swordmaster, a manslayer who'll cut you down if you so much as get near her. What am I supposed to do now? It took us a long time to get here, but we finally found the genuine article. This is sure to be the final battle. How's he moving towards her? He's got to be feeling this intense aura just as much as me. How are you able to do that, Lord Siegfried? It's all right, Hokusai. That woman there is far beyond the bounds of a swimsuit swordmaster. If you are unable or unwilling to draw your swords against her, I will be glad to fight in your stead. You'd really? Oh, now I get it. I was never a true swordsmaster. At best, I wanted to be one real bad. But you know, you're the real deal. Lord Siegfried, the Dragon Slayer of the West. You're not just a swordmaster, but a hero. Compared to you, I've just been running around talking tough about being a sword fighter, painter, and a fairy. But as soon as I come up against the real thing, I get so scared my knees won't stop knocking. I'm so pathetic. I'm so pathetic I can't stand it. Hokusai, Master, everyone. Lady Iori. Before we get started, I just wanted to apologize. I'm so sorry, this whole thing was all my fault. I chose to go by my apprentice's name because at best, I'm about half the woman I once was. I'm sorry for deceiving you all up till now. The truth is, if not for Miyamoto Iori... Sorry, I'm not Miyamoto Iori. I'm Shinmen Musashi Harunobu. Miyamoto Musashi. I had a feeling it was you, Musashi. You kept saying it in your noble phantasm. And you were right. Only this time I'm a rootin' tootin' gunslingin' sword master berserker. Miyamoto Musashi? The Miyamoto Musashi of the Niten Ichiryu? I can't believe it. Things are moving so fast I can't keep up anymore. So this means I've been fighting alongside the Miyamoto Musashi all this time? Damn it. If only I had turned out to be such a, hadn't turned out to be such a dang coward. I've been fighting and winning side by side with the legendary Miyamoto Musashi countless times by now. But that heavenly demon... They got me so scared I can barely think straight. I can't stand how pathetic I am. Oh, way. It's okay, Master, laugh at me. I'm just an immature little brat with a big mouth. That demon got a hold of Miyamoto Musashi's power of the Buddha, right? This is all too much for me. No, Hokusai, you've got it all wrong. I could never have made it back here if it hadn't been for you. The things you say, how you smile, the way you look up at the sky determined to take on the world. Those are all the things I had when I was younger, things that I'd nearly forgotten about. You're the embodiment of infinite possibilities. You're the passion I dreamed of when I was young. It's only because you challenged and witnessed the 7 different embodiments of beauty. Oh, it's only because you did that. That I'm able to stand here now and face myself once again. Specifically, I can't defeat my demon self on my own, so I need a saber to help me. That's putting it kind of bluntly. You mean, you, the Miyamoto Musashi, want to fight alongside me? What do you say, Hokusai? I'm happy to help you any way I can. Then yeah, you bet. If the legendary Miyamoto Musashi is inviting me to join her, you better believe I want to be as badass as I can right to the end. If I didn't, I could never look myself in the eye again. Ain't that right, Toto-sama? Were I to meet my father, I would cut him down. Were I to meet a friend, I would cut them down too. My heart has lost any humanity it once had. One cannot slay the void without giving oneself over to emptiness. The way of the sword is the way of oblivion, the path to zero. All that I see must be slain without mercy. She's right. That thing really isn't human anymore. It's something that mastered the sword so far beyond what's humanly possible that it blew open a hole beyond... What a line this is. It's something that mastered the sword so far beyond what's humanly possible that it blew open a hole to something beyond this world. I know that fierce void. I know it too well. I'm so damn scared it feels like my heart's gonna up and burst, but so what? I got the legendary Shinman Musashi on my side, and the heroic Dragon Slayer, not to mention other swimsuit swordmasters from all walks of life. No way I can't cut down a mere monster with an all-star lineup like that backing me up. I shall glare in all directions. I am the sword beauty mad about art, Katsushika Hokusai. You want to fight, you big heavenly demon? You got it. Let's do this thing. Ridiculous. No minnow swimming upstream can hope to stand against me. That hot blood of yours will soon be no more than nourishment for my blade. Okay. It's a bit more difficult than the last one? Well, I would certainly imagine so. It's the final battle! She does look good with that tanned skin. Okay, so you get attack and defense up. Wait a second. Well, who's the fucking... Oh. Wait, I thought they said that that was a berserker. Fuck that. I'm sticking with my own party. My own party. I reckon so. Charge gain. No, leave her alone. Oh my god. Hot diggity damn. I don't like you. That was mean. That was very mean. I reckon you shouldn't do that to me. That's bad, okay? That's very bad. And if you kill me this turn, then I'm gonna have to put on a, evasion buff. Hey, cool, that healed me a little. Yeah, that's who you hit. There you go. There you go. That's how you do it, boy. We'll do this and see what the fuck happens. We'll find out, won't we? She looks silly with those goggles on. Are you going to get that Spiritron dress for, since you like her that way? Oh, there's a Spiritron dress for her? Well, that depends. Musashi or Tan Musashi? I don't know. They both have their qualities. Well, that was easy as fuck. But okay, my question is the Tan Musashi only for her final ascension? Or can you get Tanned Musashi in her America bikini? Because if you can, that's an interesting question. The new servant coin system. Wasn't that the way of, like, you trying to level them up past 100 or something? I've heard it was a pain in the ass. I managed to win, and I still couldn't kill it. I hate to say it, but this is the best I got. Finish it, Lady Musashi. You did great. I'll take it from here. Though not without a little help. So this is why you ordered that giant tsunami from me. Take it this is where you wanted delivered, then? It sure is. One Swordmaster on ice, please. You definitely gotta go for that true ending. The true ending is really good. Not a problem. I was saving this to drown the Lion King in her Las Vegas, but I'm fine using it on an opponent like this. Prepare to face the Serpent of Judgment. Leviathan, melt, purge! Watch out for the big chance quest you'll have to do to complete one of the mission quests. Took me 29 turns to finish it. You'll see when you get to it. I'm sure it's going to be a bitch. What's the best way to level up craft essences? I mean, it's not exactly easy, but you want to save your duplicates and only use them on each other. Well, I'm just saying that in Musashi's case, I happen to like her second ascension more. Like, this is nice and all. If I were a cleavage guy, man, I would be all over this. But I'm a midriff guy. Perfect. This is exactly what it was like back then. Mystic Sword Counter incoming! Here goes. Anti-Swordsman and Anti-Swordmaster. Grand Bounded Field. This is my... Kabloosh. Ganryujima! Ys 9 is pretty damn good. I still like Ys 8 more, personally. Mostly due to the character roster and stuff. But it is fun exploring the city in Ys 9. One weird thing that pisses me off about that game is that there's missable stuff in Ys 9. You need to make sure that you talk to all of the main story NPCs every chapter until they don't have anything else unique to say, because that fills out their profile, and if you want 100% the game, you've got to talk to every single one of them on every chapter to fill out all of their profiles, because if you missed one, you can't go back and get that piece of information on that character when it fills out in the in-game database. You can't do that. Did I get NP5 Hokusai? No, you can't yet. What's your opinion on Xenoblade Chronicles 3? I'm going to be happy no matter what they give us, as long as it's made by Monolith Soft, doing that kind of stuff. But... yeah, I want them to do Xenoblade Chronicles X as well. There's no reason you have to hold yourself to only playing Tales and only playing Ys, though. I play them both and I love it. They're different for different reasons, obviously. Okay, so... I don't know what you're saying. Why wait? Is it because the story isn't near the ending? I don't know what you mean. Oh, and the dark-haired chick in the game who she's kind of like your boss, almost, throughout most of the game. You need to make sure to complete all of her requests immediately, and give her all of her gifts and things like that, and raise her affinity as fast as you can, because that's almost a missable thing as well. You don't want Oberon to drop tomorrow? Is that a JP thing? What about Persona? Persona's amazing. I love Persona. And with that, it was gone. The demon that possessed the Holy Grail in Western North America disappeared along with the fleeting, dazzling version of Las Vegas like so much sea foam. That is to say, this was nothing less than the female Musashi's incredible art of swordsmanship. A special spirit origin born to humiliate, decimate, and utterly crush sword fighters who would fall into evil, wickedness, and wrongdoing. Her mystic sword counter, also known as the Anti-Swordsman, and Anti-Swordmaster Grand Bounded Field Ganryujima. Using the wind created from the 5 rings of her swords, earth, water, fire, wind, and void, she whips up a flood of seawater to surround her opponent before slicing him like a cascade of waterfall clean in half. No, yeah. I'm sure all the quests to get NP5 Hokusai are gonna show up after this cutscene. Now that's how you get rid of a heavenly demon. I'm not so sure about that, Hokusai. There are other noble phantasms that can... Never mind, my apologies. Yeah, I'm mostly JRPGs all the way. Mainly because they have the most amount of content. Welcome back, guys. You did great. The minute singularity in Western North America has already begun to self-destruct. It should still stick around for a while, but that's okay. The important thing is, it should no longer be able to affect humanity. Mission complete. Well, for the most part anyway. Musashi, we've still got a lot left to say to you, so you're not going anywhere for the time being. I'll say, I genuinely don't know where to begin. Alright, for starters... Holy Grail rice? What in the world were you thinking? This undoes all the good work you did in Russia, and then some. Servant Miyamoto Musashi, I'm putting together a special program for you that is damn sure gonna make you turn over a new leaf. Scarlet Nexus was fun, but it kind of pissed me off, mostly because of its story. Not only was the game not that fun until you unlocked a lot of the abilities for your character that allowed the game to be played, in my opinion, the way it was truly meant to be played, but the story really undermines all of its core values and just makes you feel fucking annoyed with it the entire time. Like, I was thinking about making a video about it. I don't think it's good enough to make a lore, but I did want to make some kind of video talking about how it betrays its own central philosophy right at the very ending. It sounds like you got up to something some delightful mischief. I think I would have enjoyed it. But you should probably try to stay out of trouble for a while. Yes, next time you think to make rice, and you happen to see a Holy Grail, please give me a call. You cooked rice in a Holy Grail? That seems as an act of pure insanity, but I suppose you would not have done so unless you were truly left with no alternative. Congratulations on your safe return, Lady Musashi. Rest well, you've earned it. I'm so glad to see Artoria in the cutscene. Cooking rice in a Holy Grail, huh? She's hungry. She's gonna do it. She's gonna do... Careful. She might just try it. Well, she doesn't make food, but... Well now, if it isn't Lady Musashi, I'm glad to see you and Master returned safely. What I'm most upset about Scarlet Nexus, though, is its lack of sexy costumes. They thought, oh, people really love accessories. You can put bunny ears and cattails and all sorts of stupid crap on your character, but not the actual costume, that the character wears. And that kind of, I felt, was really lame and would have given me so much more reason to play it if they had more. You sure love that word, Coomer. To think that a single meal could lead to such an ordeal. But then I would expect no less from one of your caliber. Musashi? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Even at the time, I vaguely remember thinking this could destroy the entire western seaboard, and hoping I could do something to fix it without causing too much trouble. But then, instead of taking responsibility, I pretended to be someone I'm not, and... I'm really, really sorry. I know, Musashi. It's okay. Thanks, Sarah. That's really nice of you. Sorry again. Musashi, there is one way to make up for all of this. Your third ascension form is, perfect for Paizuri. It's like a little window just for it. There she was, the great Shinmen Musashi Harunobu, looking sadder and sorrier than I'd ever have imagined possible. Of course, she wouldn't be deterred for long. The next day... Okay, I'm gonna get going now. I know I caused a whole lot of trouble this time, and believe me, I've had a change of heart. No more Holy Grail rice for me, no matter how hungry I get. Later, Sarah. The next time we meet, I promise I'll make this up to you. Should dubs try to give characters the appropriate accents? That is a fantastic question, and something that can become rather problematic, depending. I don't know, it's tricky. It's very tricky, because I think a British-sounding Artoria could be really, really cute, if you did it right. But at the same time, we have to remember that these are anime. And in anime, these characters never talk about, well, they're all speaking Japanese. And in Japanese, they have their own types of dialects and accents and things like that. But they don't make French accents, they don't do these different things. So when you're translating it into English, you can keep it in that sort of obviously this is all fake kind of mentality and just try to be as accentless as possible. And I think that that will always work out pretty well. And I'm glad that's what they did for, you know, Artoria and stuff for Fate. Or, you know, Lancer not constantly talking with that Irish accent or whatnot. I think that's a totally appropriate way of doing it. Namely, because when I've seen it done with other things like Akito the Exiled, or Nadia, those are two anime where they chose to, because the characters are French, give them really heavy French accents. It sounds absolutely awful, really corny and fake. I don't know, maybe it's just because the accents were done poorly? Because they're done by, you know, non-French actors or whatever. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say, but generally, I think the safest bet is just to go without accents. And just like that, she was gone with the wind. Man, she was so cool. I don't know why she keeps having Chaldea to go off on these journeys all by herself. Oh, leaving Chaldea. You're a new player, been playing the game for 3 weeks, level 4 servant, is it enough to clear all singularity up to Solomon final singularity? What do you mean level 4 servant? Because that's extremely small. If you're talking like level, the level goes up to like 100. Wait, wasn't Goku Black given a British dub due to the sub? I don't know who the hell Goku Black is. Oh, well, it all depends on how many 4 stars you've got. I mean, you're gonna need a good servant in every class that you can use. Leveled up to as high as you can get them, because those singularities can be tough. But even though she comes from a completely different time, place, and world, she still don't think twice about it. Now that's my kind of woman. Well, there you have it. They do say this Lady Musashi is pretty different from the one in our history, but she's still a hell of a gal. And I got to play at being a sword fighter alongside her, like we were in the same league. Ain't that right, Master? Man, that's great. I couldn't ask for anything more. Hokusai. Come on, cheer up. It ain't like I'm gonna die and go back to the throne. I'm just going back to my regular spirit origin. Sure, I've never done this before, so I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'll still be me. I'm still your servant, Katsushika Hokusai. That ain't gonna change. Well, see ya. I've confirmed a change in Katsushika Hokusai's spirit origin. Now that the Grand Canyon singularity has been repaired, the effect on her spirit origin should go away too. Yeah, I only know the regular Dragon Ball Z. And even then, I'm not a huge fan of it. What's your opinion on the whales within the gacha game industry? I think they're enablers that allow for a tricky system to pervade because people keep going, well, hell yeah, it still works, so let's keep milking money out of people playing this gotcha bullshit. But, by that same token, it does seem like they're kind of paying the toll for a lot of these, mobile games to come out and be available to us that might not otherwise even exist, so it's hard to say. But then, at the same time, if they are truly being taken advantage of and they're not having fun, they're not enjoying it, or in some cases they are hurting their wallets severely, like sacrificing food and shelter and things of that nature in order to pay for a freaking gacha game, then that's where it's a problem, and that's where I think they need to be kept away from the game, or they're just gonna keep ruining their lives with it. Opinion on Record of Ragnarok. I have little interest in that story. I've seen, trailers and stuff, and I think it's funny that there's a goddess that needs to have her breasts held up by people all the time because they're that big. That's freaking hilarious. But, other than that, it does look like the type of show I just really don't enjoy, like battle shonen. I can't stand battle shonen. I don't know why. There's various reasons, I suppose. Hey, Master. It's alright. I remember everything that happened. I'm still the same person I was before. I remember the Las Vegas where I fought Lady Musashi. And wearing a swimsuit. And being a sword fighter painter with 4 swords. Who dreamed about becoming a fairy. Looking back now, it's hard to believe I did all that. I never even held a sword before, and I don't even know if the story I heard about my ancestors being sword fighters is true or not. Man, I sure got a lot of nerve acting like a big shot sword fighter, painter, and fairy. Where'd I even get all that? Do I ever plan to watch JoJo? No, I really don't. I do not like the art. I really just... I was really kind of all over the place, wasn't I? What was I thinking, acting so childish? Forget you saw anything! Hokusai? Please, Master, just forget all that happened. That was me acting on my most embarrassing childhood dreams. I never meant for anyone to actually see them. Oh, come on, you were really badass. Ah! Senpai, I think that remark only made her feel worse. Forget you saw anything! Of course I've watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's very good. Very, very good. And that's the long and short of it. Shamelessness and anxiety are both inextricable aspects of who we are. Like I said, no matter how much we may struggle against them, it wouldn't make any difference. I never thought the mistakes I made when I was young would come back to bite me like this. But even so, I'll still say this. Even if I'm embarrassed to death by these things now, there was a time when I used to believe in them proudly. Besides putting them in context of everything that happened this time, I can't say they were all that bad, after all. Hey, Toto-sama? Even though I'm still so embarrassed it feels like my face is gonna burst into flames. It still kinda turned out alright in the end, don't you think? Everyone's shamed of something in their past, but it's all part of what makes up our memories. Life ain't all sunshine and rainbows. You never know what's gonna happen in it, good or bad. And since this latest incident inspired me to paint a picture this evocative, she looks tired. I figure it couldn't have been all that bad. I mean, just look at how this picture came out, Toto-sama. She's one of the strongest sword fighters to ever live. And there she is, looking sadder and sorrier than anything you ever seen. What is my opinion about the first Fullmetal Alchemist anime? I think they did a pretty damn good job for the fact that it is what it was. They had to make stuff up and go anime original. It's probably one of the better attempts at doing so, but I definitely prefer the way that Brotherhood worked out. You had the massive victory of getting Bunny Artoria in a single roll. Hell yeah! By the way, you didn't say last time if you tried watching the reboots of Digimon and Shaman King. I didn't even watch the original Digimon growing up as a kid, honestly, so I don't have any experience with that, reboot or otherwise. As for Shaman King, I don't know. I didn't take a look at it. I kinda liked Shaman King back in the day, but I was really young. Fate is not a battle shonen. It's very different. Yeah, I never grew up watching Digimon. It's always been around, and I've been aware of it, but I've always been, you know, the Pokemon guy. Lady Musashi, huh? I like that. One of these days, I'd love to grab a drink with her in the Spirit Origin. I bet we'd have a whole lot to talk about. Was there any anime original ending that you thought was better than the real one? Probably not. Honestly? No, not really. Fox Kids or WB Kids? Which did you prefer? Shit, I can't remember. I know WB had, like, the Pokemon stuff for the longest time, so probably that. Okay, so now we have... Well, I never did do that Casino Camelot one, but I still can when I have to grind like crazy after the fact. Those are just fevers. Nothing special there. All settled bonus. Okay, fine, there's a bonus. We gotta watch that. My thoughts about the new Tales game. I am excited. The biggest disappointment by far is its lack of couch co-op, which was the reason that I loved Tales in the first place. I always played that with my brother and Ari-chan. Playing Tales of Grace's F together was one of the hallmarks of my gaming career, as it were. I fucking love that. The new one looks awesome. I'll have to try it. I'm not too excited about their new skit system, because to me, their whole point of skits was that you could, you know, make cool cutscenes, or at least based on what they did for Tales of Berseria, anyway. Those skits were fantastic, and I think it's just pathetic that they're going with something completely different now, that it's a lot more reminiscent of the Scarlet Nexus cutscenes that I was not a fan of at all. I thought that was the biggest cheap-out laziness ever. Maybe not ever, but you know what I mean. I'm hoping for more DLC outfits. I'm getting really frustrated by not the games themselves, but the context under which they're releasing. You know, I wanted to buy... Usually, if you wanted to own the best version of a game, you'd buy its physical collector's edition. And you'd get all the cool physical stuff, you'd get the bonus DLC content, all of that. They don't do that anymore. Instead, they are almost trying to incentivize you to buy the digital premium edition, which is just an expensive digital version that has all that exclusive DLC you can't get any other way, which pisses me off. So, I don't know. That always kind of ruins the fun for me. So hopefully we get more costumes than just what they've shown so far, because I'm not a big fan of the costumes in that game. Christoria's story does seem pretty cool, but I don't like the game's move to a, touch battle system. That's like not really what I go to Tales for at all. The Tales of games are awesome because they combine, a long-running JRPG with kind of fighting game-esque mechanics to make a much more engaging battle system than your typical turn-based. Yeah, Tales of Berseria is the best of the modern ones for me. Tales of Grace's F is probably the overall best Tales game for me, though. If you had Velvet in Tales of Grace's F, it would be, like, ideal. Unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. Berseria's biggest problem, in my opinion, is the crappy dungeon designs. Just exploring the areas themselves. They're big, wide-open places with a lot of monsters just dotted along the way. And that looks a lot less awesome than what we had with Tales of Grace's F and earlier Tales games that had fixed camera angles that looked a lot more cinematic and pretty cool. And they had much better, more intricate dungeons you actually had to, think about. Welcome to Supporter! Ooh, thank you! Was that Jay Jeweler? Anyway, I gotta get through with this. Absolutely unacceptable. That sounds like Lancer Raiko. I wonder who's being unacceptable now. Only one way to find out. Right. What were you thinking with that outfit? No lady as young as you should go around bearing that much skin. That sort of thing may fly in a tourist trap, but here, this is absolutely unacceptable. You disgrace your past and present self alike by dressing so immodestly. Have you no shame? But yeah, going back to Tales, Velvet was such an awesome main character, and she had such a cool moveset that I'm sad that the fist fighter in Tales of Arise, right? Yeah, is, a dude, and the only other chicks are a mage and a gunner. Hopefully the shield-bashing chick plays pretty fun. And I did not play Tales of the Rays. Shame? What do I gotta be ashamed about? It ain't like I'm going around in my birthday suit. I'm gonna go around baring my skin to the sun as much as I dang please. You know why? 'Cause I'm Katsushika Hokusai, genius sword fighter, painter, and future fairy. She's back in her swimsuit, Spirit Origin? No, Senpai, that's not it. I can confirm that the original Hokusai is currently in the cafeteria, so this one must be her own individual Spirit Origin. I guess her two Spirit Origins must have gotten separated? Yes, that would be my guess, too. But then, in that case, what about the, octopus Hokusai, her father? Oh, hey, Master. Hey, Mashu. Hope you don't mind that I showed up again out of the nowhere after our teary farewell. 'Cause I plan on sticking around this time. Oh, was that all that was? Okay. Yay!
Yo, Master! お初にお目にかかるかい？いや、もうおなじみだな。
Yeah, having a female melee fighter in a Tales game has become a staple for me, like something I just absolutely need. Playing as the main character just doesn't seem that interesting to me at all. He looks really boring, especially since part of his character is wearing a mask. I don't know if this is NP2 or just making her finally
お父
permanent.
様なんざさっさと楽隠居させてやるからな。
Raiko's already got several swimsuits, technically. All settled bonus too, Jesus. Okay. Okay now. So, Master, I know it's a little awkward asking this now, but... what the hell is a swimsuit swordmaster anyway? And sword beauty makes even less sense. Are you serious, Hokusai? Hell yeah! So what are they, then? Let's see, there was Grace and Blade and, what was the other thing the Summer Lion King mentioned? I have no earthly idea. Whatever. It's still got a great ring to it. Honestly, all those other gals in swimsuits I met out there in Las Vegas were all one of a kind. Yeah, she's permanent now. I literally have no idea what you're talking about, Vincent. What do you think of the junk cards they give with the event? What do you mean junk cards? So I guess we can just chalk the whole thing up, as a summer we'll never forget. Besides, it's not like being a sword fighter, painter, and future fairy makes any more sense. I don't know if I'd say that. Oh, this sort of thing up your alley too? Just kidding. Anyway, it's good to be back, Master. What was the point of that? They did not have to write that. Okay. Okay. Jesus! Sword Beauties match. Underground, huh? I don't think I have this Coomer meme. That's a pretty admirable goal to have in mind, getting to Lost Belt 6. Oh, I am so cultured. Senpai, I just realized something. Is it just me, or did the Las Vegas singularity turn out to be a little different from what Yagyu told us? There is still much I have to learn about the modern world and its customs, but even I have heard of this. Every year in the far-off lands of Western North America, there is a grand competition held to determine the greatest swimsuit swordmaster in the world. Yagyu said that the championship match, aka the 7 Duels of Sword Beauties, is held once every year in Western North America, right? Precisely. There is a significant contradiction between his testimony and this incident's conclusion. Dazzling Las Vegas, as well as the Grand Canyon singularity that contained it, are very recent creations. And yet, Tajima no Kami said it was an annual event, as though it had been taking place for many years prior. Hey, Holmes, were you doing the thing where you knew the truth all along, but chose not to say anything until you had conclusive evidence again? Are you serious? Say something, damn it! Ah, you're the worst! I'm sorry to interrupt in the middle of a conversation, Master. The truth is, well, Siegfried? Are you sure you're alright? Have I played Neo, The World Ends With You? No. I do not... The reason I really liked the first World Ends With You is because Shiki. Shiki's design was hot. I fucking loved that. There is no character like her in the new game, so I'm sad. Nothing to please the midriff guy like me, as far as playable characters are concerned. And I think it looks really stupid that the main protagonist has like a frickin' chin diaper. So that really turned me off. No, the guy's name is Yagyu Muninori. That's his name. It's just that I can't help but feel like my own problem still hasn't been resolved. I feel like there is still fighting I must do, and while wearing this summer outfit. As a matter of fact, Master, I have the same uneasy feeling as well. I was sure we'd defeated the cause of the singularity, and yet... Damn it, how could I have been so careless? Oh no! Does this mean... That's right, the swimsuit swordmaster duels are still not over. It's you, the grand scumbag. I believe you mean Mr. Merlin, Mage of Summer. And yes, it's me again. Now, what was it again? Oh yes, swimsuit swordmasters. Did you really think it was all over? Well, you couldn't be more wrong. Those casino managers never actually had anything to do with swimsuit swordmasters. Neither did the Heavenly Demon. They were all just taking advantage of the existing matches. In other words... The true swimsuit swordmaster duels are far from over. Ah, God. These events never end. In fact, it has only just begun. An event where heroic spirits from all walks of life, past, present, east, west, and so on, all gather together in order to do one thing. Fight! They fight to determine which of them is the strongest, and to create one final summer memory. I get it. That is the true late summer championship match, also known as the Secret 7 Duels of Sword Beauties. Late summer? The Secret 7 Duels of Sword Beauties? I can feel my pulse pounding, my blood boiling, my heart heaving. Even I can't believe how excited I am. Me neither. I've never wanted to fight so badly. And I have to do so in this outfit. I'm not even in my shinobi uniform. What's wrong with me? You took your final vaccine? Congratulations, I'm proud of you. Siegfried, Kotaro. Huh? I think I'm starting to tremble with anticipation, too. That's right. This event is so powerful even spectators get worked up. Now go on, Master. Summer has only just begun. Go, enjoy yourself until this singularity disappears entirely. As the producer, I'll make sure this turns out to be an especially intense summer. Can I say something? Is it just me, or is the question of whether these swimsuit swordmaster duels really do take place in Western North America every year still very much up in the air? That mage didn't actually say anything about that, right? I know he said, "That's right." But what he was actually saying... what was he actually saying about that particular point? Will someone please explain this to me in a way that makes sense? That's impossible, Gordolf, because it's the summer events. They don't make sense. They're not supposed to. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Hey, at least I completed a lot of these fucking missions. Wow. I'll take all these completions. Hell yeah! Alrighty, let's do this. Oh god, what are you doing? Oh boy, okay. Oh god. Oh god. Oh man, oh god, oh man, there's so many missions. Ah! I am so fucking confused. Oh my god. This is too much, bro. This is too much, bro. Lord almighty. It won't stop. It won't stop.
触れ書きには目を通したかい？さて、ところでパンフはしっかり。来た来た来た。
Yay! I can finally upgrade my craft essence.
荒野のただ中に海が湧き、峰麗しい剣豪たちが相集う。こんな御前試合が欲しかった。
Yay! I get another hook. Katsushika Day. Yeah, this is too much for my brain to keep up with, man. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Alrighty. Well, first, we gotta do the Noble Phantasm upgrade. For you. And you and you. Hey, tap, tappity, tap, 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 tap. Why aren't you listening to me? Thank you. And then my craft essence. Level 100. How many CE drop? I don't know what you mean. I just knew I needed one more of these. Robo babies, they're hot as hell, oh yeah. Okay, well, now my map is just absolutely filled with quests. Okay, so there's a match there. There's a match there. Which one is the really hard one that you said? My servants are all locked up. The only reason those two weren't were because, I already had MP5 of those. So yeah, which is the hardest mission? The one that I actually might wind up spending, like, command points on. Not command points, yeah. Camelot, huh? I don't see it. Decapitating Beauty? Or do I have to earn it? That gold coin is for an outfit. Okay, we have to unlock it. Okay, so I still gotta play a little bit. Those aren't story-related, right? The only ones that are story-related are, like, this, right? Royal Amusement. So I'm gonna play this one for you guys, because these actually have, you know, story. Well now, if it isn't Sarah. Oh, hello, Ryder. I mean, Iskandar, King of Conquerors. I didn't know you were here, too. Well, I'd like to suggest a contest of luck now that we've happened to run into each other here. I'm afraid I have nothing left to bet, since I just got taken for everything I had. You mean you lost at gambling? Oh yeah, big time. They utterly wiped the floor with me. You're in good spirits for someone who just got their ass kicked. Huh, that's because I got to enjoy plenty of time on the razor's edge between success and defeat. That sort of thrill is well worth the money I lost to experience it. But you can't win them all, especially when it comes to gambling. And for leisure pursuits like this, where the worst thing one stands to lose is money, my usual inhibitions tend to go right out the window. You really, really love entertainment, don't you? Perhaps I'll admit I chose to stay in the game longer than I should have, though part of that is because my opponent did an excellent job stringing me along. They turned out to be a real beast. I guess today just wasn't my day. Was there really that good a player here at this casino? Sure was. In fact, they should still be killing it over at that table. Qin Huang! Whoa, dude. Look at you. Oh wow, I can barely even see him behind that mountain of chips. Raise. Oh, you must have quite the hand. Forget it, we fold. Huh? But they just lost that round. Judging by their opponent's mood, I'm guessing the other guy was bluffing. And Qin Huang didn't notice? Of course they did. They knew their opponent was gunning for them, so they decided to play along. Take a look. Now the other two players are starting to raise the stakes. In situations like this, Qin Huang always. Raise. Call. I'll raise too. Call. Call. And the river card. Check. 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 So this is where we lay our cards on the table? Very well. Let's see. It seems we have a pair of a three of a kind. A pair and three of a kind, sorry. If we're not mistaken, this is what is called a full house, no? Whoa, really? Yes, but they don't have any story tied to it, right? So I can play those on my own terms. I don't understand. If they're so good, why would they keep calling instead of raising? To get the other players to lower their guard. They always make sure to never be caught in the crossfire. If they find themselves becoming the center of attention, they'll keep flitting away until they can swoop in and reap the spoils of others' hard-fought battles. It may get results, but it's a sneaky, underhanded way to play, if you ask me. That kind of tactic isn't your style, huh? I might not have much of a leg to stand on after losing so terribly, but it felt like I was playing a wall more than a person. Still, I have to wonder if they actually enjoy winning with tactics like that. Oh, Sarah. We did not know you were here too. This should be a perfect opportunity to show you what we're capable of when it comes to contests of diplomacy. I'm still impressed by what a good poker player you turned out to be, Qin Huang. I never would have guessed it. Well, there was a time when numerous warlords competed for power. Even in our Lost Belt, we must have spent hundreds of years practicing diplomatic negotiations without taking military measures. The only real difference with poker is that we merely need to read our opponent's expressions, as opposed to the state of their nations. If we had known we could forego sending ambassadors and conducting ceremonies in favor of having all the nation's heads of state Jesus Christ, that's a long line. If we had known we could forego sending ambassadors and conducting ceremonies in favor of having all the nation's heads of state come together to try and obtain their fellow nations' coffers by putting their wits against one another in this manner, we could have put an end to war long ago. Jesus Christ, that is probably the most loaded sentence in FGO. Viva the Las Vegas Casino! It is truly a wonderful system of diplomacy. I think you have the wrong idea. And with all these heads of state competing for finances like this, we are bound to win thanks to our centuries of experience. Perhaps we should take this opportunity to rebuild our empire once we have bankrupted their nations. I don't think any of the people playing here are heads of any nations. Of course, this is Las Vegas. I expect you could find one or two members of royalty somewhere if you looked hard enough. What did you say? Why does Qinshi Huang look so upset all of a sudden? I think something we said set him off? Hold it. Hold everything. Are you telling us these are not statesmen? That they are actually ordinary people? That these people trading vast sums of money while going about dressed in ostentatious clothing are citizens? They sure are. They're all regular people dreaming of that one ship that'll turn their lives around. Whatever their normal lives are like, tonight they can all act like kings. That's the beauty of gambling. Inconceivable! We will admit we did find it odd that these members of royalty seemed so lacking in regality. But since no ordinary person could hope to compare to a genren like ourselves, we thought nothing more of it. We did also think it odd that these fellow rulers were wagering such small amounts. But if those funds came from their personal property rather than their nation's coffers, that only makes this all the more inconceivable! The amount of money these citizens lost in a single round would surely be enough to change the course of their lives. Ah, now I get it. You never realized this was all for amusement. No wonder you kept playing it so damn safe. Of course we did. How many mouths could the money we won have we have won tonight could have fed? How many newborns could it have raised into adulthood? And you tell us that ordinary citizens are competing for such life-changing sums of money? For pleasure? That these casinos blinded these normal people by dressing them up and treating them as royalty in order to drive them to bankruptcy? Well, I mean, it's wonderful that you're so concerned about their livelihoods, but it has been a long time indeed since we were this furious. That does it. We must use this anger to demonstrate what happens when the Heavenly Emperor is crossed. We must fight to utterly destroy this state of affairs with all our might. Domo arigato.
Ah, what the hell are those things?
Go, our soldiers! Raise all of Las Vegas to the ground! Oh, wait, what about all the other customers here? Looks like they won't listen to reason unless we knock some sense into them. Wowza bowza browser, we are fighting a ruler. Anyone got any good Avengers? The Avengers. Or we could use this Bunny Toria. Yeah, let's use Bunny Toria. Hell yeah. Well, actually, you didn't level yours up all the way. Shame, shame, shame. Watched Fate Collide and you're like, what the fuck? But Miu Universe is really interesting, though. I hope FDI don't knock on my door. You're fine. You're fine. Sorry, I'm stretching. Okay, ooh, what are your skills? I never checked them out. Redistribute command cards. Ooh, cool. And increase critical strength. So if your cards suck, that'll help.
NP gang!
What do you mean it makes you cry? Why is that? Oh, that's cool. Did you ever think of naming your player eroge protagonist? No, I did not. Nope. One of the reasons why is because he actually has, or she, in this case, actually has eyes. Your protagonists don't always do that. Well, it may have been low, but it seemed to work on them. I understand how you feel very well, and you have every right to be angry, but please, you need to calm down. So, let me get this straight. Mashu's bikini is something we get in the next summer event? I can't even remember. Oh, right, that's the summer event with Yume Ren and stuff like that. But please, you need to calm down. Besides, you don't need to destroy anything. This will all go away once we get rid of this singularity. What was that? This is a singularity? Why did you not say so sooner, you silly girl? We get all worked up for nothing. You really had no idea? Most servants figure it out when they race shift. Compared to our perfect eternal empire, proper human history is utterly riddled with oddities. I can hardly be expected to tell what passes for normal here from what is strange. Nonetheless, it is reassuring to know that this den of wickedness will be wiped clean off the map. We take it you already know what must be done to repair the singularity. Yes, it's kind of a long story, but... Sword beauties, huh? Hey, stop it. We see this is all quite confusing, but we do understand that we are better off keeping our hands clean of them. Very well then, we will return to Chaldea, and leave you to it. Good luck. And here I thought they might actually want to help. Silly me. It is a grand and glorious task, restoring all of humanity, though it must be rather difficult for you to always be the one cleaning up others' strange messes. Should you ever tire of it, feel free to let us know, and we will gladly take the opportunity to begin rebuilding our eternal empire in earnest. I'm glad that's over with. I have to ask, though, why didn't you tell them there are casinos in proper human history as well? I think we'd better save that discussion for another time. I agree. We can tell Qin Shi Huang the truth about casinos once we finish taking care of this singularity. That was a weird one. Which eroge are you referring to? Recollection. It's so noisy in here. This place is a melting pot of human desires just waiting to spill over. I was told the singularity was home to all manner of new entertainments. But even I failed to imagine the sheer extent of this spectacle. Human desires are limitless. New forms of decadence and madness that people in the past could never conceive of crop up whenever the world changes. I've seen plenty of people turn feral from fear and hunger during times of war. Now, even amidst these glaring lights and overflowing buffets, these people are exposing their shamelessness for all to see. I'm sorry, you. I brought you here in hopes of showing you something new. But all I did was end up showing you more of the same noise that's always troubled you. Not at all, Lord Xiangyu. As long as I am with you, I can find happiness wherever I go. Do I watch Trash Taste? No, I don't. Hey, how does a roulette wheel just happen to land on black 5 times in a row? You sure this game isn't rigged? What's all the commotion over here? Well, I'm not saying it's a bad game, I'm just saying there's reasons why I didn't pick it up. Sephar lore, where is it, Daikun? The closest you're gonna get to Sephar is talking about, Altera, which I have made a lore of. Oh, hello, Master. Are you exploring the City of Madness as well? Technically, I'm on a mission. My beloved there was just blowing off some steam, as they say these days. It has been a delight to see her enjoying herself. She's as happy and bubbly as a little girl. Lost again? Damn it. Alright, I'm putting it all on the next round. This'll all turn around. I don't know if bubbly is the word I would use. It's alright. My beloved tends to restrain herself far more than is necessary. I expect that this is the natural result of her being forced to live among mortals for so very long. Her true nature is one who embraces freedom, flitting throughout this world as the wind sweeps through the plains. Alright, I'm going big on the 3rd dozen. That's gonna cover all my bases. Actually, the hell with it. I'm throwing the rest of my chips in too. You better not screw me on this if you know what's good for you, dealer. Got it? Aren't you going to help her? No, my ability to calculate the future would be cheating. Incidentally, the next number will be red 7. Ah! Well, now she's flat broke. That's awful. If only she'd talked to you beforehand, then... It's alright. What my beloved seeks here is pleasure, not profit. She knows that if she were to seek my counsel, that would all collapse like a house of these playing cards. Damn it! Alright, here. Now hand over more chips. Huh? She's still gonna keep playing. That's the thickest stack of bills I've ever seen in my life. Ah, she's beautiful even when she's flushed with passion. At last, my beloved is forgetting all about the fatigue she accumulated over these endless eons. She reminds me of an innocent young girl, setting foot in the wider world for the first time. I love Fate Extella Link. I think it's very fun. Its story isn't nearly as incredible or interesting as that of the original Fate Extella, but yeah. That's great, and I really am happy for both of you, but where did she get all that money? Sarah, do you have a minute? I could really use a hand over here. King David is leading an impromptu auction in the ballroom as we speak. And I think it may need to be stopped. Why? What's David up to now? It would be faster if you took a look for yourselves. I'll explain further after that. Our next item is this priceless Celadon porcelain from China's Jiangxi region. As you can see, this artifact from the Tang Dynasty has been preserved in perfect condition. Cash bids only, please. Porcelain from Jiangxi, huh? Could be something out of, Jingdezhen, though its designs seem a bit crude for that. Don't be ridiculous. Jingdezhen originated in the Song Dynasty. There's no way this dates back to Tang. Then again, given everything else that's been sold at this auction, it could be another rare find. Maybe it was even glazed in a kiln that predates the Jingzhen Jingdegen? Entirely, fuck, I don't know, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm butchering that. Oh, come on, that would change Chinese history as we know it. There's no way something that earth-shattering would be sold in a shady underground auction like... Actually, now that I think about it, this is probably the only kind of auction where it would be sold, isn't it? I mean, I couldn't imagine something like that being sold openly. If it really is genuine, the fact that it's purchasable at all would seem like a small miracle. Do we make a bid off the chance it's real, or not? Man, this is a bigger gamble than anything in the casinos. Yes, this is far beyond what I would have expected an auction like this to be selling. Right, academically speaking, this is utterly outrageous. It would be a tragedy if these historical artifacts were to be lost without any record of their existence. They belong in a museum! I've been asking King David to shut it down, but... Why should I do that? Everything I'm selling here was just wasting away in my client's basement. What's wrong with giving the public an opportunity to see them? In fact, I'd go so far as to say I deserve a planetary peace prize for this contribution to society. How is holding an impromptu auction at a hotel giving the public an opportunity to see them? If these items really are that valuable, then they need to be sold at a proper auction to verified buyers. Even if I agreed with that, my client insists that all transactions be made in cash, so there's not much I can do. Besides, what kind of king of Israel would I be if I gave up 25% commission? Those margins are insane! Listen to me, not only is selling priceless artifacts like this an affront to the entire field of archaeology, they could cause untold disaster if they were to end up in the wrong hands. Just imagine if some unscrupulous actor made counterfeits of an undiscovered artifact. No one would be able to determine which was the genuine article any longer. It would be infinitely preferable for them to remain buried than for it to come to that. Yes, well, I'd certainly be a bit more wary of that sort of thing if these relics came from the Middle East. But see how all of these are from China? I'd prefer if an expert in Chinese affairs handled that sort of thing. Why am I not surprised King David would say something like that? As you can see, Sarah, he refuses to listen to me. Would you please say something him too? Oh, are you going to join the discussion too, Sarah? Do you have an argument that can overturn the validity of my position? Of course, if you're here to talk business, I would gladly opt for that over pointless arguing. Honestly, I've given some thought to the dangers Almaloy mentioned myself, and I'd prefer to avoid them if I can. If you could take all these relics off my hands here and now, I would be more than happy to oblige. Let's see, in that case, I could lower my margins to only 3%, so... Yes, I'd be willing to let all of them go for just 1 billion QP! Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, my QP counter doesn't go that high. I'm not paying you to stand around yammering, King of Israel. How's my fundraising coming along? Everything's going swimmingly, of course. Here you go, the proceeds from the last round of bidding. It all comes full circle. You, Mei Ren. So you're David's client. What's all the fuss about? Is it such a big deal for me to sell an old teapot just to make some spare cash? Does this mean that these are all your possessions up for auction, you, Mei Ren? That's right. They're all furnishings I'd left at the hideouts I'd move around between a long time ago. Junk, basically. I still remember where those hideouts were, so I stop by now and then to collect the things that haven't fallen apart, since merchants always offer ridiculous amounts of money for them. I swear I'll never understand what you humans see in this junk. How can you not see that this junk has incredible historical value? I could understand a secret treasure from the Sage World, but I can't for the life of me understand why you'd get so worked up over a piece of trash, just because it happened to be 1,000 years old. Those 1,000 years may have been nothing to you, but they carry a great deal of weight for humanity. Even if you can't understand that, I'd hope you could at least treat them with a modicum of the respect they deserve. Don't you lecture me! Besides, unless you're offering to pay off my debts for me, how else am I going to get money for my casino war chest? That's why you were willing to sell the oldest known Celadon porcelain artifacts in recorded history on the black market? You're a goddamn idiot. I foresaw that my beloved would end up in a dire predicament. I don't know why it came to this, but now that it has, we will do whatever we must to win. Senpai, I don't think we'll be able to talk them into seeing reason. Then we'll just have to make them see it another way. Yume Ren has a thick stack of something else, too, with that horse friend of hers. Okay, let's see here. That'll do.
2 superpowered berserkers!
To take on a big, superpowered berserker. So we need to be afraid of... Oh god. Okay. Well, one of you is gonna have to fucking stop. I'm gonna freeze your butt. And I'm going to attempt to kill you in a single turn. Probably not gonna work. If I had to guess. But you never know. Oh, so close. No, and it sure hit, which means I couldn't have dodged it even if I wanted to. Ouch! Crackle. Oh well, it was nice knowing ya. Jesus. Okay, well, at least we got the power of a musashi. This should take care of it all. What's the big deal? Isn't money supposed to be easy come, easy go in casinos? Why is it okay for humans to gamble, but not me? This is Yumacist. Beloved, I think you should take this chance to cut your losses. According to my future calculations, you will not win a single game of chance tonight. I don't suppose you mean I'll lose more than I win, do you? I do not. You will lose every last one. What if I go big on a long shot? Do I have a chance of winning that? None. You have many talents, beloved, but gambling is not one of them. But then, that would mean I came all this way to this city of vice and decadence for nothing. Yeah, seriously, I don't know why you came here at all. Because you're hot and I want to see you in the event? You, my beloved, you said it yourself. As long as we are together, we can find happiness wherever we go. The night is young and the moon is bright. Why don't we go for a long ride outside the city? There is nothing but desert there as far as the eye can see. It is a vast untouched swath of land reminiscent of the Central Plains from ages past. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Are you sure? Since I have materialized in this strange body, we may as well enjoy it. Intent. Come, climb on my back. Let us run through the desert under the moonlight and enjoy the night breeze together. Gladly. And just like that, they're gone. Honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about being left behind so unceremoniously. If I'm not mistaken, since these relics were entrusted to my care, I believe they now belong to me. Not for long. I'm going to ensure that you donate every last one of them to a reputable museum. On that, you have my word. But you're in a singularity. What happens if you trade away all your goodies in a singularity? Do they disappear? Do they disappear? Alright, let's see here. Illegal casino, swimsuit Shinsengumi. Alrighty, ready? You're investigating this illegal casino? That's right. The swimsuit Lion King entrusted me with the apprehending of the people running it. But this place is just too big for me to investigate all on my own. So I decided to form a new temporary Shinsengumi division just for Vegas. The swimsuit Gumi! The swimsuit Gumi? And I was hoping you two could help me find the swimsuit soldiers to join it. Well, I can't say I see because I don't, but alright, we can help you with that. Are you okay with this, Hijikata? What's not to like about a Shinsengumi full of soldiers in swimsuits? Especially if they've got huge knockers. Man of culture. Oh, you can just ignore the vice commander there. Even that's more than he deserves. Anyway, I figured soldiers in swimsuits would throw the enemy off guard, so that alone should make it worthwhile. So how about it? Would you be willing to help out as honorary swimsuit Gumi members? Alright. This is a little embarrassing, but... Mashukirilite, reporting for duty as an honorary member of the swimsuit Gumi. How much do I want to see Yume Ren in a swimsuit? Honestly, her default outfit is way sexier than her swimsuit is anyway. It's a nice swimsuit, don't get me wrong, but... yeah. Great, thank you. Alright, let's get started with our first order of business. Interviewing applicants. Okay, applicant number 1. Tell us about your greatest talent. I can tell exactly, and I do mean exactly, when someone is lying. A servant lie detector, huh? That would be perfect for an inspector. I'm just going to ignore how scary your eyes are and say you're hired. Mizugumi? That does make sense. I'm Mordred. I'm really good at treachery and shit. Oh, and if you need someone to fire off their noble phantasm several times in a row, just call me. Oh yeah, we know you can go multiple times, Mordred. I don't know about the treachery part, but being able to use your noble phantasm multiple times would be great while you're out on patrol. You're hired. I'm very good at sniping. You're hired! But I haven't even told you about my talent. Sorry about our vice commander. He has a real, soft spot for women like Anne. I've always wanted to try being an undercover agent. It sounds like so much fun, so please let me join you. Well, I don't know about it being fun, but you do seem like you'd fit right in with Las Vegas's rich socialite atmosphere. Okay, you're hired. Of course I'm looting, Mordred. She is my honorary top waifu. She has to share that spot with Artoria, I guess. Okay, everyone. This is what you've been training for. Get to it. Right. Which FGO servant gave you that fetish? No, 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 no. Which one has satisfied that fetish? And that's most of them. Wahahaha! Not even the accursed swimsuit Lion King would suspect I failed to learn my lesson from last time. And am growing rich running another underground casino in a separate spirit origin even as we speak. Right you are, small sister. Everyone knows you never learn a thing. Don't call me small sister. I mean, I know that other version of me is a lot bigger in more ways than one, but... Huh? Why is the alarm going off? How did you know I was cheating? You can't lie to me. Now hurry up and hand... Now hurry up and hand over my dear Anjin. Who the hell is Anjin? Ah! Why is all the water spilling out of the pool? Yahoo! Out of my way! What was my title again? The Swimsuit Soldier of Treachery? Anyway, make way for Mordred the Magnificent. You've been snooping around in places you don't belong, brat. I hope you're ready to face the consequences. Maybe a little more to the right? Yeah, that's it. Go for it, Anne. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh. That's one down. Oh my, just look at all the pretty metals shooting out of this fancy machine. What the? The odds of our slot machines hitting 777s should be slimmer than getting struck by a meteor on a morning stroll. This is completely impossible. Oh my, I got all 7s again. Now what am I going to do? I don't think I can carry this many medals on my own. This can't be happening! Well, I guess her luck in life has reversed. Well, so much for this place. I'm out of here. I don't think so. Who are you? I am Okita Soji, captain of the Swimsuit Gumi's first unit. And I'm Mashu Kirielite, honorary Swimsuit Gumi soldier. Crap, I should have known you were behind this. Though I'm surprised to see you're mixed up in this too, Mashu. Wait, what's with that jersey? Or is it a kimono? This outfit combines the casualness of a jersey with the stealthiness of a black and white haori. It's the Swimsuit Gumi's brand new uniform, the Jaori. Yeah, I don't really see how zipping around in a jetpack and stealth could possibly go together. At any rate, we can no longer overlook this underground casino's numerous infractions. And don't think you can get out of this with your usual Gouda nonsense. This outfit means I'm dead serious. Then I guess we have no choice but to fight. Really, this is what our destinies were always leading up to. But did you forget, Okita? A saber like you is going to have a hard time against an archer like... Ah! You finally figured it out, Nobu. That's right. My Swimsuit Gumi spirit origin is an assassin. So you can kiss that strong against sabers advantage you thought you had goodbye. Damn it, but you haven't won yet. I also know that assassins' attacks tend to be kind of weak. I think that's enough meta talk for now. Wow. I mean, if you wear a jacket, like an open jacket over a swimsuit, it's still a swimsuit. Just not as much of a swimsuit. Oh gosh, Disgaea, really? That's crazy. I don't play those games because they seem like... Well, I'm not a huge fan of the chibi-esque art style, but damn. Okay, what kind of fucking Standing firm, recover HP, and survive 3 times. Does that mean I have to kill you 3 times, or you just... I don't know, they don't say how much HP. How the hell did you evade that? Damn it, you're still alive. Have I watched D. Gray Man? I have not. Oh, I see. Well, now you're on your last HP. I thought she was gonna get a full resurrect each time. We'll watch Tamamo take this one over. Super kick! Yay! Completing the missions all around. I have never heard of that one you just said. Nurarihyo no Mago? Never heard of it. Oda Nobunaga arrested, serving life sentence. The story of Nobunaga's arrest quickly spread throughout Las Vegas. Before long, everyone had heard of the swimsuit Gumi. But the swimsuit Gumi's challenges were far from over. For just as Las Vegas's lights shine brightly, so too do its shadows hide all manner of evil. Where did I get the midriff thing? I don't know, maybe just growing up in the 90s? Fight on, swimsuit Gumi! It's really hard to say. Some of my first waifu ever were like Misty from Pokemon and stuff like that, so, yeah. The swimsuit Gumi is being disbanded? But why? Everyone in Las Vegas is talking about us. Yes, well, between every casino we investigate being burned to the ground, or flooded from poolside noble phantasms, or being shaken down by pirates worse than any gang, or bankrupted by an unwitting socialite, I'm afraid not everything they're saying about the swimsuit Gumi has been positive. In fact, there have been so many vociferous complaints leveled against us that the swimsuit Lion King herself came to our headquarters to tell us she would no longer be paying for our expenses. You're kidding me. So that was the swimsuit Lion King. Now that's my kind of woman. Will you shut up already? Is there a swimsuit servant that I don't have and I really want? Not really. At this point, I'm like, oh, cool. Cool to have them, but they're not ones that I, like, desperately need. You're just not gonna let me finish this live stream today, are you? Carmilla would be nice. I don't need her, though. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Mary Poppins. Let's get her. Shinsengumi woman. It's raining Shinsengumi. Oh, hello, Master. We were just asking Shinsengumi woman to take us on a skywalk. Can you fly us higher than a Ferris wheel? Or me when I'm really big? Of course. Skywalks are a piece of cake for my jet tenon Rishinryu. Besides, playing with children always brings back fond memories of my time in Mibu. I used to play with the children there all the time, too. It's wonderful to see Jack, Bunyan, and Nursery Rhyme enjoying themselves. Say, since you're here and all, would you like me to take you on a skywalk too, Master? Just out of curiosity, how fast can you go? I've never tracked it, but I'm pretty sure all those sonic booms mean that I'm at least breaking the sound barrier. Now let's go! Yeah, but how are we attached to you? M-Drive, full burst! Okita J. Soji of the Gent... Jesus Christ. Okita... What's happening with my throat? Okita J. Soji of Jet 10 and Rishin Ryu, taking off! Just for you, Master. I'm going to go as fast as my limiters allow. Let's go. Higher, faster, further, quicker. To the great blue sky and beyond. Ah! Senpai, please be careful! Have you come to, Master? So I passed out, huh? You got initial D'd, my friend. We're on top of the Las Vegas Tower. I'm sorry, Master, I guess I got carried away. It's okay, this was fun. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you for your understanding. Master, there's something I've been wanting to say to you. Would it be alright if I told you now? Of course. Do I like Marvel movies? I like some of them. I think they're generally pretty well made. Iron Man is pretty damn good. I like all three of those. Captain America is pretty dope. I was gonna say, like, nice and dope, so it turned out to nope. Yeah, you got Takumi there, don't you? It's kind of hard to see from a distance, but yep, that's definitely him. I'm grateful to you, Master. As a heroic spirit, I used to be full of regrets, but then you summoned me to Chaldea. And I got to fulfill the wish I had as I wasted away, to continue to wield my sword for a trusted leader. I even got to see Mr. Hijikata again. But sometimes I still can't help but think that, well, I'm sure Mr. Hijikata doesn't mind, since that's just the kind of person he is, but... what would Mr. Kondo and the other Shinsengumi soldiers think if they saw me now? I'm sorry, you probably have no idea where this is coming from, huh? Maybe finally getting the swimsuit I've always wanted got me so worked up that I caught a fever or something. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but you're still you, Okita. You just don't end every battle coughing up blood. Master. Yeah, I'm still me, aren't I? Alright, what do you say we head back now? Besides, I'm sure Mashu and the others are wondering where you are, now that it's kind of late. Heading back now sounds great. Shang-Chi film? I've never heard of that. Okay then, make sure you hold on to me tight. And I mean really tight. Or you will fly. Okay, well there's that one. You said the Gildelay one has a story. Oh, but there's even or odd, sink or swim. Okay, so there's this too. Damn, there's so many missions. Oh, Shang-Chi. Oh, I'm not aware of that character. I still need to see, technically, Black Widow. Anyone around? Yes, my lady. Fumakotaro at your service. What's going on? You playing Samurai Lord or something? Yes, you got us. It's so much fun we couldn't help ourselves. Huh? You changed back to your regular outfit, Kotaro? Oh yes, I was wearing the other one so much that it was starting to get a little worn out. I'm sorry to say goodbye to it, but it was going to happen when summer ended anyway. Which future swimsuit servant do you want the most? I don't know. All the best ones have gotten them as far as I'm concerned. I don't know, man. Well, of course I'm gonna get NB5 Hokusai. Just depends on whether I do it on the stream or not. At any rate, what do you need my help with, Master? I was hoping you could come shopping with me. Very well. Okay, wait, Jalter already has a swimsuit, bro. You chose some excellent souvenirs, Master. I'm sure Lady Da Vinci and Lord Gordolph will be thrilled. Oh hey, it's Himeji Casino. So it is. That's the casino Lady Osaka Behime used to run, if I'm not mistaken. Say, Master, why don't you stop by there? Only if we have time, of course. I know we frequented the casinos before, when we were trying to repair the singularity. Now that we don't have to worry about that, I thought you might like getting used to just... You might like getting to just enjoy one normally. Good idea. Let's do it. Yes, Master. I'll be with you every step of the way. Actually, I want there to be a swimsuit, of Kato Danzo. Robo-Milf deserves one. She deserves the one that we have in that craft essence, actually. Mia! Yeah! Yeah, I guess would be the better one. You're still going at it. We've been taking breaks here and there. All right, this is going to be the one that clinches it. Perhaps it would be best if we let them be. I guess it comes as no surprise, but Himeji Casino really does have many Japanese games of chance. Just in this room, I can see people playing Hanafuda, Tehonbiki, Chohan Bakuchi, or Bakchi. This could be a fun change of pace from slot machines and roulettes. Let's try Chohan Bakchi. Don't fist android girls, why not? I mean, I guess it depends on how they're built, right? Good idea, Master. Chohan is a classic easy-to-learn, difficult-to-master kind of game similar to odds and evens, but played with dice and a dealer. I've played my share of it before, so I think I can teach you a few tricks too. Joe! Joe! Are those your final bets? Hey, speak of the devil. Alright, the dice have been cast. And reveal! 3-4 Han, or odds. I repeat, it's a 3-4 Han. Are you kidding me? Putting aside the question of why Lady Danzo is handling the dice, It seems Hyde and Izo are, well, way out of their league. Right. Any chance they might have had of winning is long gone. As they say in Osaka, they've done dug themselves deep. I strongly recommend you only bet what you can afford to lose, Master. All that aside, 4-6 Cho, or evens. 1-6 Han. 6-6 Cho. No! Oh my, they sound as though they've just taken a noble phantasm to the face. The poor men. Maybe we should try to stop them? Yes, perhaps you're right. Normally I prefer to stay out of other servants' affairs, but I'm sure they would prefer this to losing all their money. Excuse me, Lord Izo, Lord Hyde. I think you should call it a day and... Hell no! I can feel it. We're on the brink of a comeback. Yeah, exactly. Since we just lost the last round, we're definitely winning the next one. Right, we're just getting started. They're not listening to reason. Just have to make them listen. Understood. Preparing for combat. You know, Cleopatra in a swimsuit would be okay. I wouldn't mind an Ereshkigal summer version. I mean, it's just basically Ishtar at that point, as far as appearances go, but... hopefully it's not something like Ishtar where she decides to put on, like, more clothes than she ever had before. Tomoe Gozen would be good. Let's use... Are there any swimsuit servants I don't have that would be good for this? Meh. Yeah, I don't have Swimsuit Chloe and Miyu. Understood. I'll see if I can do that. Because, of course, the priority would be to, get whatchamacallit. The Hokusai clones. I really wish Nero Venus were an actual servant. Oh damn, that didn't do jack shit. But Izo is down! Enkidu swimsuit? That would be kinda hardcore. I mean, they could have them wearing shorts. So you would not exactly know what it is you're looking at. I think by default, Enkidu doesn't have breasts. So would it just be like, yeah, your swim trunks and no top. Yeah, those fuckers ran off to Himeji. Well, that's because we walked to there, I see now. Security, would you escort these two out, please? Yes, ma'am. I'm not crying. I'm just sweating from my tear ducts. Damn it, damn it, damn it! This can't be right! Huh? What do you want, Jekyll? Speak up. What was that? It's obvious that Master is right and you're wrong. Shut up! I'm gonna win the next round, just watch me. It's 50-50 odds, right? I'm bound to win eventually. Huh? What a sad turn of events. On a different subject, Lady Danzo, why are you handling the dice here? Because I'm working part-time here. Well, let me just say I have a variety of, expenses. At any rate, please do not worry about me. We ninja are as accustomed to mercenary work as a dagger is to a sheath. I see. Since you're here now, would you and Master like to play around, Lord Kotaro? She looks tough. Gladly. I expect this will be less of a game of chance and more like a contest of skill. But in that case, I'm very confident in our odds. This sort of skill is right in my wheelhouse, as they say. I knew the fifth head of the Fuma clan would be up for this challenge. Very well, then. Let the Chohan battle begin. Now! Really? Well, we are getting a swimsuit Da Vinci and JP for the loli form. Seems cute. I wonder what would happen to FGO's popularity if they actually went ahead and, made an entire summer event dedicated to just the guys. Do I like real fighting in movies? I mean, I like practical stuff with choreography more than CG stuff, I suppose. I'm just wondering how many female Fate players would splurge a lot of money. Or are they not as obsessed about their husbando as we are with our waifu? Of course, that doesn't mean anything because people can be gay and stuff, so who knows? Who knows? Summer Altera. Yeah, that's another one I haven't thought about because she's basically wearing closer to a swimsuit anyway. How is that gambling? Han! You don't get to call them. 5-6, Han! Oh, that was a close one. Yes, it was. Well played, Lord Kotaro. Now then, I'm afraid I must be going. Thank you for the game. Huh? Have I seen any martial arts films, and which did you enjoy? I like the Jackie Chan stuff. The Drunken Master films. are pretty good. I like those. I mean, they're all fake to a certain degree, because you're not going to just, like, actually beat the shit out of somebody. But doing, like, actual choreography and moves from, you know, real martial arts is a good thing. Suzuka goes in. Yeah, that would be good. Thank goodness. Oh, sorry. Thank goodness you managed to win. And what's that crazy film? The really crazy one, like Onbak or something like that, that has like the long take and the... It was a casino then, wasn't it, right? When they beat the shit out of like 100 guys or something. That's a really good one. Thank goodness you managed to win. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just wondering why Lady Danzo left so suddenly after our game. I can only imagine she was working there because she wanted money. But we shinobi don't require money to get by, so I don't understand what she would need it for. Master, Lord Kotaro. Huh? Oh, I almost lost you. Could I ask you to spare a little time? What is it, Lady Danzo? Did our victory get you in trouble with the casino? No, I already quit my job there, now that I have all the money I need. What did you need it for? Oh, well... You've both been so kind to me since I came to Chaldea, so I wanted to give you a present as a token of my appreciation. So I was working as a short-term part-time job to save up the money for the gifts I had in mind. Now... I see. Here, Master, this one is for you. And this one is for you, Lord Kotaro. Sanjang wouldn't be bad. That's a new summer outfit. Yes, exactly. I overheard that you'd put your new outfit away, even though it suited you so well. So I thought that, knowing the fifth head of the Fuma clan, you must have been deciding to wear it so as to not embarrass your master. I'm sure you thought that if you were going to stand by her side, you would need to look your very best, and you felt you couldn't do that with your outfit showing wear and tear. I hope I'm not being presumptuous. No, not at all. I was just thinking you didn't have to do all this for me, that's all. Aw, you didn't have to hold back on my behalf. But, well, I'm sure there will only be more things you need in the future, so... Master, if it pleases you, would it be alright to have Lord Kotaro change into it now? Alright, if that's what you want, Master. Pardon me, then. I'll be right back. Thank you, Master. Lord Kotaro has always been, well... Let's say he can be too humble for his own good at times. That's for sure. That may be how a ninja should conduct herself, but I can't help but find it lonesome. I think he has every right to express his desires more openly, like most children. Though, of course, I know he has grown into a fine young man. Perhaps my tendency to treat him like a child at times is a sign that there's something defective with me. No, I'd say you're working perfectly. Thank you, Master. Even if it's only for the moment. I hope he can forget about the pressures that come with being the head of the Fuma clan. And just enjoy his summer vacation. That was so wholesome. Alright, Master. As you requested, I'll continue to wear this outfit for a while. Great. Now let's go seize the summer. Yes, Master. As the fifth head of the Fuma clan, I, Fuma Kotaro, vow to truly put my heart and soul into enjoying this summer vacation. That was so sweet. That was so cute. No, I got a root. Why? What a random batch of things. How many of them are you gonna give me? Okay. That was weird. And now you were... Okay, let's see here. Okay, there's nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. There's that at the Guildaway. Nothing there. And nothing there. So... You said something about the Guildaway one. I don't know if this counts. Okay, start quest. Ew, spirit roots, gross. What? You know, this has been nagging at me for a while. What is it, Master? Is there something on my face, or on my back? Wouldn't the latter be a fatal injury for you, Lord Siegfried? Good point. I was just wondering if you ever hang out with Sigurd. Ah, I see, of course. We may both be dragon slayers, but we wield our swords very differently. I learn a lot from talking to him. I never would have thought to cast my sword about like the wind. His cape is spectacular, too. It even conceals his back. Not to mention that our legends have a lot in common. I don't think it's a matter of which one of them is right or wrong. My guess is that they're both right. Just as I succeeded at slaying the evil dragon Fafnir, so too did Sigurd slay the same dragon. Of course, the Brynhild I knew was not a Valkyrie. And similarly, Lord Sigurd has never heard of my beloved Kriemhild. It could be that your legends were conflated, or that they diverged at some point. Either way, neither I nor Lord Sigurd pay much heed to our past legends. All we care about is fighting today to secure a future for the humanity of tomorrow. For that is our greatest joy. I get it. Oh, sorry, I'll get it. May I ask who's calling? It's the conceit. Huh? Oh, whoops, I misspoke. I mean the concierge. You've got a letter. Oh, thank you. Let's see. It looks like it's an invitation. For a battle to determine the best glasses-wearing servant of all time? Do you love glasses? As we all know, glasses aren't just for correcting eyesight. Nowadays, glasses also symbolize knowledge, intelligence, and beauty. Why, I get the sense that even I may have worn glasses at one point or another. And really, what more need be said? Likewise, I'm also a goddess who may or may not have worn glasses at some point. Now let's give it up for our hand-picked crop of servants with glasses. Yay! 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 For those wondering about Yume Ren or the Great Stone Statue God, both of them declined to participate. I guess they just couldn't be bothered to help liven things up. Honestly, there's nothing worse than a selfish brat who only thinks about herself. She said, somehow without a hint of irony. I asked if I could join too, Senpai, but they said I couldn't because I never wear my glasses in battle. No fair! I guess there's only one thing left to do. Have a pair of glasses made that I can wear during combat. Isn't that like the textbook definition of putting the cart before the horse? Alright, glasses servants, it's time to find out which one of you is worthy to be the king or queen of glasses. The rules are simple. You'll all compete amongst yourselves to see which of you best embodies the smarts, strength, and luck inherent to glasses wearers everywhere. We'll start by splitting you into Group A and Group B for the preliminaries. And the last servant standing after the finals will be crowned the king or queen of glasses. Lord Siegfried. Lord Sigurd, I'm surprised to see you taking part in a frivolous event like this. Not as surprised as I am to see you doing the same. Ah, well, I expect that's because of this outfit I'm currently wearing. Perhaps my heart has grown lighter thanks to my being a swimsuit swordmaster. Or in my case, a spectacled swordmaster. So we're just forgetting the swimsuit thing completely now, huh? I'm actually going to get new glasses at the store tomorrow. Gotta get an eye exam. Improve my vision! Because my current glasses have a scratch in them. It's really annoying. It would seem we have been placed in different groups. I trust we are of like mind. Of course. I will see you again in the finals. I still don't know how their glasses sparkle like that, but I can't deny it makes them look even cooler. That's just how glasses work. Hey, that's cute. You changed into your Atlas Institute uniform in no time. You've grown so much since we first met, Master. What type of a negative is your glasses? You mean like what my prescription is? Fuck, I don't remember. I never remember. That's why every time I get glasses, like, every couple years, I need to, like, redo my eye exam. Fifth question. Who was the poet who wrote, "So this is the..." Semimaru. Meow. To no one's surprise, Purple Shikibu knows her Ogura Hyaku... Sorry, I'm just fucking this up. Ogura Hyakuin... Fuck. Hyakuin... No. Hyakuin... No, Hyakunin. God, what the fuck. Ogura Hyakunin Ishu. And with that, she takes the lead by 1 point. For the record, the full question was, who was the poet who wrote, "So this is the place"? We're travelers who come and go, meeting and parting. Whether they are known to each other. The Afusaka Pass. Huh. Alright, which panel would you like to open next? I think I'll go with panel number 9, please. History, huh? Alright, let's see. What's behind panel number 9? Did I ever get my Artoria glasses? No. The timing was just off. And it's not that easy to... I guess if I bought the frames and then brought them into the shop myself to get them fitted with custom lenses, that would be possible, but no, I never did that. Arrange these 3 figures in chronological order. If I had to guess, I would assume you take Nito Crease and stick them between... Like, you just swap Nito Crease and Cleopatra, right? Nito Crease... Oh, Nito Crease is before Ozymandias? Really? I did not know. That is correct. Way to go! I'm impressed you caught the trick question so fast to buzz in first. Well, it's easy to think otherwise given the way they usually interact. Nito Crease actually predates Ozymandias. But Nito Crease values accomplishments over seniority, which is why she has such high esteem for Ozymandias. I don't get it, personally. The further back we heroic spirits originate, the more powerful we are, right? So if I were her, I'd be lording it up over any pharaoh that came after me. But to each heroic spirit their own, I guess. Anyway, go ahead and choose the next panel. Alright. I managed to get 1 point back, but unfortunately... It's too bad Siegfried didn't do better on the knowledge section. He really unlucked out with his opponents. Yes, he was up against 3 casters and a math professor. But at least he should be able to turn things around in the strength section. Alright, it's time for our contest of strength. If you'd all go ahead and draw one of these lots. Lots? Everyone got their partners? Good. Remember, these are the same partners you'll fight with in the main match. It looks like you're my partner, Master. Me? Are you sure that's fair? Of course it is. This is actually another test of the mind. This one is designed to see how you overcome a 2-on-1 handicap. After all, we glasses wearers must always aspire to grace, elegance, and intelligence. And since you came in last in the knowledge section, Siegfried, you've been saddled with a curse. Now get your weapons ready, because it's time for the preliminary battle. I'm sorry to ask this of you, Master, but please be ready with a good mystic code. What are my thoughts on Ruler Artoria? I mean, she seems fine. Like, I'm always gonna like classic Artoria most, as well as her swimsuit variant. Dead last. Oh. You want Jean to be your older sister? Again, I see problems with that. If you want to lewd her, then you're intentionally doing incest. By special attack, well, we don't really have dragons, but whatevs. Can he remove his own debuff? No, damn it, of course not. Curses can't be removed. Murasaki? There we go. How come Nito Kreese always has a blanket over her head? Well, she only does in her first ascension, and they tend to use that a lot. Honestly? I don't know. It's because it makes her look like Medjed or whatever, so it's kind of like a goofy thing, I think, more than anything. Maybe she's embarrassed. We have a winner! Siegfried shrugs off his 2-against-1 handicap like it's nothing and moves on to the finals! No wonder you went down in legend as the hero from Nederland. Not at all. I could never have done this without Master's orders. Does that mean they were the smart they were smart orders? It does. Your order to just use your noble phantasm to blow them away was both simple and effective. That's not exactly what I'd call an intellectual powerhouse. Meow. The last time the winds of luck blew my way was when I found the Rheingold. Perhaps winning this contest will finally let me shake off this jinx. So you bested your group. I expected no less. I was just about to say the same to you. Impressive as always, Lord Sigurd. Oh, my poor back. My eyes. I see, so your partner is Master. Mine is, of course, her. Here's to a good match, everyone. Brynhild. My luck stat must be better than I thought for me to draw my beloved Brynhild as my partner. They're really showing off. I see Master and I have our work cut out for us. That goddess clearly pulled some strings behind the scenes to ensure this contest would take a dramatic turn. Well then, we'll just have to see how this trump card versus trump card matchup plays out. At long last, the moment you've all been waiting for. It's going to be a battle between fellow Dragon Slayers to determine the ultimate king of glasses. Which pair of glasses will have the smarts, the strength, and the luck to come out on top? Excellent. The crowd's all warmed up. Don't be shy, everyone. Keep those bets coming. Sigurd's obviously the clear choice here. Even if Siegfried does have Master on his side, he can't keep up with Sigurd's smarts. Very well, then. I'll make sure to hold nothing back. Glasses gleam! What does he mean, to hold nothing back? Then let this battle of the brains begin! What do you think of Japanese VAs dubbing a Western film? I imagine it would be much the same as, you know, us dubbing their live-action films. We do that a lot, and it sometimes sounds silly, sometimes is done well. Usually there's not much of a point, I think, because it just seems so awkward, but to each their own, I suppose. I did like hearing one of the Harry Potter movies I've been able to watch in Japanese. I liked that. I also tend to prefer, like, it's fun to watch Disney films in Japanese and stuff like that too, if you could get your hands on them. The answer is tulips. The answer is, Santana. Battle of the Brains. Wind of Liverpool. Yeah, I like the English dub of God Eater as well. One of my favorite voice actresses, Kate Higgins, plays Alyssa, so I'm very happy there. Alonso? Was it Shuizano? Fuck, I don't know. Pororica! It looks like our contestants are equally brainy. Man, and I only got so far as on the Amazon River. I didn't even get a chance to buzz in. Me neither. They were both so fast I couldn't keep up. Even for questions where I knew the answer, they always beat me to the button. Everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses, my love. If these had been questions that required time and deliberation, I know you would have done wonderfully. But this was a battle of speed above all else. Huh? Hang on. Does that mean you haven't been using your wisdom rune at all? Wouldn't it be cheating if I had? Good point. Oh, Ishtar. What? Why are you looking at me like that? I don't need your pity. Besides, the real battle's just beginning. Alright then, let's get down to the contest of strength. Both teams at the ready. Are you ready, Master? Do you think you can win? Of course. This is hardly the 2-against-1 match they think it is. With you on my side, Master, I have no doubt that we could triumph against an entire army. I must say, I feel as though I've also caught the swimsuit swordmaster bug. No, wait, I understand now. I, too, am a swimsuit swordmaster. That looks more like a diving suit than a swimsuit to me. The important thing is that I can swim in it. Now then, shall we, Lord Siegfried? We shall. The winner of this battle shall be both the true Dragon Slayer and swimsuit swordmaster. Let's go!
ラスベガス水着剣豪7番勝負グラス・オブ・ザ・ドラゴンジェット・ジークフリート対
Now, of course, I love comedies where they dub things for joke, like Kung Pao Enter the Fist. The parts of that where they're just dubbing over the voices is fucking hilarious. What do you get when you cross an owl with a bungee cord? My ass. Meh. Should FGO be an open world game? How could it be? Wait, what? Oh. That's weird how they spaced them out. What is that? Oh. Do I need a glass of water or something? It wouldn't hurt, but I don't need it. We're gonna catch what? You're right. He should be disqualified because he lost his glasses. That'd be funny as fuck. Oh wait, at least cover your mouth. We're all gonna catch it. Neo, Nana Nana, Sporin. You shall now refer to me as Betty. Isn't Betty a woman's name? I am bleeding, leaving me the victor. God, I love that freaking movie. Tiger, tiger, tiger. It would seem this is it for me. Lady Ishtar? Right. Wait, we have a... What? She's so shocked she can't even finish the sentence. I can't believe the underdog turned things around at the very end. And I had bet 2/3 of my fortune on that, on what was meant to be a sure thing. That's it, I'm done with gambling. From now on, I'm only dealing in futures. If you're looking for a sure thing, something tells me you're meowing up the wrong tree. You were just as formidable as I thought, Lord Sigurd and Lady Brunhild. Your teamwork was truly a sight to behold. The goddess of victory would surely never have favored me if I hadn't had Master on my side. Oh? Well, that's not a problem. After all, I already have a goddess of victory right here with me. Oh, you're such a good husband. Oh, Sigurd. And Siegfried, who resembles him a great deal. You're both so very kind. Surely you must have realized that I was unable to unleash my noble phantasm, as I was too preoccupied with resisting my urge to love you to death. If that's what you think, my love, then I'll say it again. You're the only goddess of victory I need. Stop that! Schmorchy schmorchy. Ha ha ha. I see your spear is just as weighty as ever. Huh. It seems I may have won the battle, but I lost the war of love. And I lost to my own bad impulses. Why? Why did I have to go to, 2/3 in? Maybe it's time you accepted the mantle of goddess of careless mistakes? No way! I'm not giving up until I've made enough money in Vegas to buy a new swimsuit for next year. I don't know. Another Katsushika. Get into my fucking party. Okay, so the only other thing I'm curious about is, do these have story bits to them still, too?
ラスベガス水着剣豪7番勝負カルデアの皆さん
Nice! Fuck yeah!
海上ワイルドスピードベオウルフエグザイル
I love that outfit, Ritsuka.
勝負
Yeah, Brynhilde is very cute. Brynhild, whatever.
なるべくは避けたい行為だ。
ワクワクいきまそれです
I'll have to prematurely use my goddamn... Well, you didn't kill her. Okay, I'll deal with that. As long as you don't kill her, man. Crazy ass. The stream is loading. I recommend you refresh the page, because it says I'm in excellent condition. Cool, now if I can survive this... Yes, beat up Waver. Beat up Waver! He deserves it, and he can tank a little bit this time. Well, that's weird. I don't have a single report of this connection having gone down at all. Damn it, you did kill her, you son of a bitch. How about no? How about no? No. Come on. We'll do that. That'll be better. You know, I probably didn't have to keep you alive to pull this off, but whatevs. Yay, I can use your Nobu Phantasm. In case that fucks up, you can do this. Oh, hell yeah. Jet Sandanzuki! Makoto Drive. Sometimes they will attack somebody else. And, wow, you didn't kill him. I mean, you are AoE. That was weird how it put a shadow on her like that. Okay, well, you fought valiantly, Okita. Thank you. Okita didn't get one shot. She was like half dead already from like 2 previous turns. My butt hurts from sitting down for so long.
Master, 広げはどうする？せっかくのベガス。
Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, never mind.
さて、またお次の。
It's like every one of these things is gonna unlock me a new piece of story. Celebrity on Ice. Who the hell is Celebrity on Ice? Anyone know which one that's for?
怪盗乱魔の百戦錬磨。めでたきゃおこわの赤まんまだ。ここが腕の見せ所でいい。
With that, well, good thing I unplugged the damn thing by accident. What other... Oh, gives her glasses in her parka, that's it? That's a tiny little change, but okay. Does the universe just want to troll you into extending your live stream today? It very well could, but I'm gonna wrap it up because I gotta get back to making videos. I'm doing a video talking about multiverses in anime, and I need to have that ready. This concludes the summer event of Fate Grand Order. This, what is it? Summer 4 now. Wow. 4 years of Fate Grand Order. And at least 2 more to come for us, which is cool. So, thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, definitely subscribe. And until next time, celebrate your fandom.